Welcome to the Paper Chase channel, another collection buy, my favorite type of video. Before we get into this video, of course, hit the like button if you guys do want to support the channel. So a very brief backstory, I ran into this collection through a mutual friend and acquaintance who I've met a couple of times before. We had went to a horror trivia night at a local brewery, and one of my buddies brought another one of his buddies, and at the trivia, he had mentioned that he received a crate full of comics from his uncle. This person does collect comics themselves, but this is stuff that he really wasn't interested in, and he told me that the crate was mainly filled with Doctor Strange comic books. He said that they were older, piqued my interest. I was over there the very next day to check it out. Now, out of respect to him and things like that, I did not film on the inside of the house. I didn't even know if this deal was going to be done. After you buy collections for so many years, you really do realize to keep your expectations at the ultimate lowest when showing up to somebody's place to look at a collection. It's just how it goes. I did go through this collection live on the air on the Into the Void podcast. Check those out. They're a blast with the channel's best friend, Reverend Wormwood. Hit the notification bell on the channel. That way you don't miss out on live unboxings and things like that. Now, when I showed up to his house, none of the books were boarded. About 20% were in bags. And about 60%, the condition was so bad, I would not even call it as part of the deal or even salvageable for that matter. Maybe I can do like a bulk lot on eBay or something like that of a reader copies, a short box of reader copies. Another strange thing about this collection was the most important books in this collection were the ones that were the most protected and in the best condition. And also, after the live unboxing, I found a few more surprises, and these are great. Can't wait to show you these. But real quick, here's some footage of the box and the type of things that were inside. As you can see, a lot of 70s stuff in there. A lot of it was really, really beat up. I think once you hear what I paid for this collection, I think you're going to find it was a pretty good deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But first, let's start with a ton of Silver Age Doctor Strange, including the second book that I saw when I showed up, and I knew that this collection was worth looking at, was Doctor Strange 169. I would call this right here probably Strange's biggest key next to his first appearance. This is his first ongoing story. This is where Strange Tales switched from Strange Tales over to Doctor Strange. And this lasted from issues 169 to 183. And we had a good bit of them. Let's go through them. So this was almost the complete run of his first ongoing series. I'm only missing 170, 179, 180, and 181. Those 4 issues, this run will be complete, so I'm definitely going to be on the look for those now. There is a good bit more of Doctor Strange books in here, especially some key issues, but there is some other key issues that I pulled as well, and I want to go over those real quick with you guys. We had a Detective Comics number 369. This is the first team-up of Robin and Batgirl. Silver Age book here. It's in okay shape. Definitely an affordable copy for somebody who's looking to fill some space in their run. We have a sneakily undervalued book. In my opinion, this is Fantastic Four, annual number 5. This is the first solo story of the Silver Surfer. Probably after a good clean in the press, could maybe hit the 7.5 range. This one snuck up on me until I actually looked a little bit closer at the cover. One of the niches in comic collecting is for sure innuendo covers, and this Blondie one, well, I'll let you read it for yourself. Yeah. There's only about 4 of these total on eBay. This one's in respectable condition. This is in probably a 7.0 range after a heavy clean and a press. People are asking a good bit of money for these, though there's really no major sales on major dollar amounts to say that, hey, this is an extremely valuable book. But it definitely is rare, but not enough data on the price. They did have some pretty tattered up horror books in this lot here, but one that I found that the cover and the condition I thought were great. So this is probably going to stay in the PC. This is Ghostly Tales, issue number 110. Very cool cover here. Very Halloween-esque. Couldn't pass that one up. We also had a Howard the Duck, issue number 13. This is the first appearance of Kiss in comic books. I am a Kiss fan, though there are a few of the songs I like a lot, but it's really mostly a nostalgia thing. My dad liked them a lot, so I listened to them when I was younger. My little brother dressed up as Gene Simmons for Halloween. So things like that really make Kiss more of a nostalgia thing for me. Plus, God Gave Rock and Roll to You, the song at the end of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, is probably my favorite Kiss song. So good. Quickly, another little run that was nice to see that could help bring some money back in from this collection was we had pretty much a little 1 through 5 plus an annual run of the Eternals here. Covers pretty much most of your first appearances in the Eternals. Back to Doctor Strange and the strange keys we got. So what was really nice to see, sequential and in good condition. We had the entire run of Doctor Strange's Marvel Premiere storyline. And there is a lot of amazing covers, first appearances, great artwork on these books here. And this ran from issues number 3 to, I believe, number 14. And every one of them is here. The average condition on these is probably around the 7.0 range. Some a little bit higher, some of them a little bit lower. But look at some of these amazing horror-esque covers here. Getting chased by all the vampires, freaking hand coming out the ground. These are great. Now, there's something very special about some of these books here. Once I started taking these books out of the bags, start to notice something. I found a Mark Jewelers, and when there's one, there's typically many. If you've held enough of them, Mark Jewelers, you can definitely tell if a book is a Mark Jewelers by the weight and by the feel of it. As soon as I started rebagging these books, I noticed that there was one in there, and 4 more followed. So issue 12, 11, 9, and 7, all of these are Mark Jewelers variants. This one's my favorite here with Mordo on the cover. This is in the yellow that just pops like crazy. This is a great cover. Really cool to have this in a Mark Jewelers variant. Probably the biggest key in this run is the first appearance of Shuma Gorath. Unfortunately, it's not in the highest of grades, but still, happy to have this run here. Probably going to read the full run. I typically, in straight-up reader issues, I typically don't read them unless, 1, I have any interest in the type of character or storyline, or 2, if I don't have all the issues. I don't want to just stop. So, the fact that this fits the bill of the type of stuff I'm interested in, I love reading Bronze Age books in the raw. Just something about it. The smell, the feel, throw on some good music. But we are not done yet. Still more to come. We had a giant-sized Doctor Strange in there. We also had Doctor Strange Volume 2, issue number 1. I've always seen this book before from a distance or online or something. Never had one in person. And I always thought, wow, there's kind of a lot going on in that cover. It looks really cool. But once I got in and really started to look at the book and pick apart what's going on here, I absolutely love this cover. This is so cool. The crystal ball with the skull and like the serpent arms that are coming out of it. Very mystical, very horror-esque, and it's just, I don't know, I just love everything about it. It's really cool. Now, what's really cool about this is that 1 through 19 came in this collection. 2 collections ago, I actually got issues 46 to 80. I think it's 80 or 83. The very last issue. I think it's 80. So I'm only 20-something issues short of the entire Doctor Strange run, which in an 80-issue run, especially something that started, in the mid-70s, man, if I could put that together, so that's a new, goal on my hunting list now, is to complete this run here. Not too far from it. Can't wait to do it. A few key issues in this run here are some cool covers that I just pulled real quick. This one right here where Doctor Strange is laying dead on the cover. This is pretty cool looking. Issue number 13. This is the first mention of the One Above All, which is Marvel's greatest, most powerful entity. My theory is that it's actually really Stan Lee. It's kind of meta commentary on his position in the Marvel Universe, just my theory. In this one right here, which was a Canadian price variant, which is a Meet Up with Dracula, I'll give you a few seconds to guess what I paid for everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paid a total of $275 for everything that you saw. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. How good of a deal do you think this was? As always, I appreciate you checking out these videos, and we'll see you on the next page.